If you have $10,000 sitting in your bank account right now, I need you to do something that sounds totally irresponsible. Stop saving your money. No, I'm not telling you to go blow it on a Lamborghini. If your strategy is to work, get paid, and put your money into a savings account, let it sit there 10, 20, 30 years, you're doing it all wrong. You could be making a massive mistake. Cash is great if you want to keep your money safe, look at it, whatever. But it's terrible at making you wealthy. And if you're young, the difference can cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. Saving money feels good because you can see it. You open your bank account, you see 5,000, 10,000, maybe you're just at 100, 500, 1,000, And you think, I'm doing pretty good. And yeah, you are. But that's where people get stuck. They become addicted to watching that number go up. Every paycheck comes in, and instead of asking, how can I make this money grow? They ask, how can I make my bank account bigger? Those are two completely different goals. Let's say you have 20,000 sitting in cash and it feels like you're getting richer because the number is increasing. If inflation is eating away at the purchasing power of that money, you're not necessarily getting richer. A healthy level of inflation is about 2% or so. Most accounts people have their money in aren't even above that. You're getting a fraction of a percent, if that. Some accounts even have 0% rates, so you're just getting beat by inflation. This is where investing comes in. Let's say you're 22 years old and you invest $500 every single month. You don't need to be a stock picking genius. You don't need to find the next Nvidia or Microsoft or Apple. You don't have to stare at charts all day. You could just throw money in an index fund. You could just increase your 401k contribution if you have an employer match, whatever. You got to get that. You got to at least put in enough to get the match. That is very important. But we'll save that for another video. You throw that money into an account, right? $500 a month. You could grow that to be over $1 million easily by the time you're 67. You could simply invest in something like a Roth IRA. Let's say you start at age 23 and you put in $500 a month or $6,000 a year. If you get a 6% rate of return from 23 to age 67, that Roth IRA account becomes just shy of $1.2 million. Your money is able to make money at that point. That $1.2 million you didn't throw in $1.2 million into that Roth IRA. It built upon itself. That's compound interest. That money begins to make money. It's just like getting a kill streak in COD. Let's say you get a stealth chopper, 6 kills, whatever it is, and that thing gets you 12. Your money begins to make you more money. The earlier you start, the better it gets. I'm not saying go out and put every dollar you make in the stock market. No, that's not what I'm saying. You should absolutely have money in your savings account because if you lose your job, you need a car, whatever, you don't know what's going to happen in the future. You need to have some money aside. So what I would do personally is have about $10,000 sitting in a high yield savings account. Right now, rates are about 3.2, I'd say, maybe slightly higher, which is solid for that case. I mean, that's just extra money. If you need to touch it, you can. Outside of that, I'd say a couple grand in a checking account, maybe 2, and then another 2 grand just in another savings account. You just got to build that cushion just in case something happens. If I were starting from scratch, I'd keep a reasonable emergency fund in cash. It's easier to look at. You don't have to worry too much. You get paid. Take out $100, throw it in an envelope, throw it in your dresser drawer, whatever. But if you're disciplined, you can put it into your savings account. Once you're to that step of investing, I would just make sure it automatically comes out of your account. Anyways, the lesson from this is next time you look at your bank account and you feel good because you notice you get another $1,000 sitting there, just think, could this money be working for me? Because saving money is important, but saving every single dollar isn't the best strategy. Your goal shouldn't just be to stack up your bank account. It should be to build a system where your money is able to work for you. Anyways, thank you for watching. This is my first YouTube video back, and I feel like this is a good way for me to vent, share what I've been learning, educate someone who's a few years younger than me, maybe learn from the comments, build a community. I know what it's like to be confused with money, not know when to stop saving. I'm trying to learn all of these things, and I'm sure I'm not the only one out there. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. Have a good one.